I want to say categorically, the Bible is very clear in the book of Ecclesiastes. The words of the wise man, he says, there is nothing new on the face of the earth, which is very true. Many of the discoveries that we are seeing in the modern science, actually, they are not discoveries, they are rediscoveries because they are working upon the minds of other people who came before them. The likes of Einstein, the likes of Tesla, and Isaac Newton. Name them. The great scientists who lived before. That is what the modern scientists are trying to build on and actualize and call it a discovery. But really speaking, it is not a discovery. It is a rediscovery. It is something that was discovered, but it was not materialized. So what they are trying to do is just to materialize that which was already discovered. So the Bible is very clear, like nothing is new on the face of the earth. Be it culture, be it science, be it education. If it is philosophers, we had philosophers in the book of Acts chapter 19. The Athens. So to me, there's nothing new. It is like just we are cycling and revolving around that which had already happened. There is this one of the physicists by Michio Kaku. I believe it's called Michio Kaku. Michio Kaku, I think, is a Japan or something of the sort, or Korean. He came with one of the theory of spring theory. In one of the debates that they had, I think it was Moscow, Russia, he said that it will come a time whereby the robots that are being built by humans, they'll become self-aware. Think about that. That robots will become self-aware. They realize like, oh, I am a robot. And it will come to a point whereby they'll say like, after all, we don't need these humans. I think you've had those kind of conspiracy theories and a lot of stuff. We sometimes tend to scare people. What? Man, which is good to be scared anyway. So he was claiming like in 100 years time, these robots will become self-aware and they will take full charge of humanity or even end the human race. So you come to believe, like scientists, they too believe, like it will come to a point whereby like humans will become extinct. Again, if you study some scientists, they claim like it will come to a point whereby the world will come to an end or will become extinct. You see, like there are a lot of similarities between science and religion. Science, the same way the scientists believe, theistic people to believe like the world will come to an end. And we are always being hit on like, this guy, they don't mean for the universe, or they're so obsessed, they're just having an imaginary friend, and all such kind of debates and all such kind of arguments here and there, which is still okay. But there are many things that we agree on, both scientists, religious people, spiritual people, historians, that the world, the way we are seeing it, in some near future, things are not going to be good. Like, guys, statistically speaking, and the amount of information that has been presented itself along the social media platforms with learned fellas in various fields of study, they agree like in 5 years' time, technology will have advanced drastically, which I agree completely. Like just by 2027, oh, in terms of technology, then we'll be in a different space. And on the same line, things are not going to be good. But as I insist always, in as much as things are not going to be good, it doesn't mean that we need to be pessimistic. I'm not for that. I know things are not going to be good, but at the same time, I'm trying to remain optimistic as much as I can. So, to my young people again, I will always be on your neck because, like, you are the target always. And if guys, you don't come to realize that we need to change the way of our thinking, then I believe we are doomed. But I want to believe there are some young people somewhere, some place, they are believing that anyway, things are not going good, and they're like skeptical of what they believe in or what their intuitions are telling them to tell other people. They'll be like, I'll be named names, I'll be told blah 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 blah. I'll be called an alarmist, an enthusiast, a fanatical, all kind of names. That's the world that you're living in. If people don't expect every person to agree with you. At one point, you will agree to disagree, of which it is a good phrase to use. Because if you want to agree with every person in everything, then you're not being reasonable. Because we have what we call personalities, and we have what we call wisdom and knowledge, and we will never be on the same level. So the way you perceive things, it may be different from the way I perceive them. But the truth will never change, despite the fact that we have different perceptions. So it is upon us to find a common playing ground that we can agree on. That which we cannot agree on, let us agree to disagree, respectively, to maintain what we call love and peace. So, be alert and be awake. In 5 years' time, I believe like God will grant me that opportunity to be there to experience the technology by myself, and you'll be there too. And the thing of 100 years to come, I think that's too far. Let us just wait for 5 years. 5 years is just like 2027. For my kinsmen in Africa, I think that will be another era of elections, politics, and drama, and science, and religion. I think things will escalate in a new level than we are seeing them right now. But the good thing that I always tell people that strive to know the truth by yourself, because we are living in a generation, we are living in an era whereby people are very manipulative, people are very selfish, people, they want to please themselves and mitigate the needs of other people for their own interest. And let us try to mature up and let us think big, because I believe we have very smart brains that we can reason with issues in life and get to make the right decisions. And my prayer and my plea is let us make the right decisions, because at the end of the day, we are going to give an account of the decisions that we are going to make in life. And therefore, let us not be ignorant. Spread love, spread peace, and let there be unity. One man said, let us learn to live together as brothers, or we perish. Together as fools. Be wise. Peace.